rapping acapella. Whoa. Kim Treasure, people with the weapon. Whoa. I got it, boy, don't make me be the devil. Whoa. He knocking on the door and know the password. Gave me his blessings while I'm hotter than the last verse.
Dead presidents, dead presidents. Dead presidents, hit them dead presidents.
Let's go, all my little militant. Let's go, I'm innocent.
Dead presidents, hit them dead presidents. Dead presidents, hit them dead presidents.
Fast. Let's go, I'm innocent.
I got that in like Tommy Lee. I make money. On my third passport, and I got at the airport. I got bowling green dollars on my dollars. Busting down 100 in the bathtub. Get some house shoes. I got money. I got war wounds. Get the coaching on that. Ain't no dance moves. I was posted on the stoop, hanging with my Haitians. On the news, on front pages. Ain't no relations. I was stacking being Franks and Boston. 2 times in a row, that's a repeat. You end up, cause they easy. I'm in the freezy. She love me like she need me. I got my Maybach flooded out with extra TVs. I make up every single day. I judge a vulture when I flip the Patek face. Dead presidents, dead presidents. Dead presidents, hit them dead presidents.
Let's go, all my little militant. Let's go, I'm innocent.
Dead presidents, hit them dead presidents. Dead presidents, hit them dead presidents.
Fast. Let's go, I'm innocent.
Hands on me, got the yellow brace. Check off in my pocket like the yellow paste. Was what I was asking. Low facility, I keep it classy. Build an empire, yeah, that was my state of mind. Yeah, that was my state of mind. Keep the blocks over there, we call it Lego land. Meanwhile, it's like it's Amsterdam. Boy fresh, you know who got the tropes. 16 when I bought my first rollie. Legend in my hood, just like a never ride in the extra car. Dead presidents, dead presidents. Dead presidents, hit them dead presidents.
Let's go, all my little militant. Let's go, I'm innocent.
Dead presidents, hit them dead presidents. Dead presidents, hit them dead presidents.
Fast. Let's go, I'm innocent.
As we go on, like we do. When it's hot outside, I wanna just chill with you. What you need, to make your little mind at ease. There's a little sunshine in the summer breeze. Yes, right. Baby, if you feel the same, let me know. If you feel the same, then let me know. I wanna know. Yes, I do. What you got to lose?
You done made it to see a whole nother summer and it feel good. Stop now, top down through the neighborhood. Let the wind blow, open up the window. That girl is poison like Velvet DeVoe. We have a barbecue to do at 4. Swimming pool party in the back on the low. And the plates of food will be laid out for free. Little kids, get down. I have a bus pull up with Tommy the Clown to do the jerk. Go to work and do that dance that'll make your whole body hurt. Playing Bombardier, calm and clear. This that time of the year for everybody to be boisterous. Rock with Snoop Dogg and rejoice to this.
As we go on, like we do. When it's hot outside, I wanna just chill with you. What you need, to make your little mind at ease. There's a little sunshine
Cleaned up my white walls, night falls. I'm feeling good. I'm doing things that you never would. Like surfing with the sharks or shooting in the dark. Riding on a bike with my grandson at the park. Evolve while I elevate. Take flight, levitate. Breakfast for dinner. I'm cold as but summer ain't the winter. Finna, bender, Kona, on a 3-wheel motion. I'm headed to the ocean. Caravan full of cars, neighborhood stars. Up the boulevard we go till we can't go no more. It's me and mine, it's summertime. You go off and we go on.
As we go on, like we do. When it's hot outside, I wanna just chill with you. What you need, a little mind at ease. There's a little sunshine in the summer breeze. Yes, right. Baby, if you feel the same, let me know. I wanna know. Yes, I do. What you got to lose?
Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even in mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm begging, I want all my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models, this is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Yeah, I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it, got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it, I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn up, pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket. There's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long. I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo. Hold on. What you mean? Woo. And now I'm just a so what you mean? Woo. Hold up, whoa, with the what you mean? Woo. Hold up now. Don't know what you think, compare me to. Adrenaline popping, the blood will be leaking and running. Yeah. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it. Tell all of my I got a new girl. Wait. You tell the that I'm the bank and I want all my money in hundreds. I'm tired of living on the edge. I want it, they gon' call the feds. I just bought a cost an arm and leg. My mama told me take it back and get a job instead. With your common sense. Me and the devil got too much in common, I swear. Yeah. Born in the ghetto, I never had nothing to fear. Take it how you want it, I ain't famous like I want it, so I might just throw a hissy fit. Call up Cassie after she broke up with Diddy, yeah. I told Shorty, if she talking, if she gon' call her friends up and we did, whoa. I ain't in the talking, go chop off your lips. If I ain't in your top 10, go top 4 for bridge. My black boys, I got boys that knock off your lid. I thought y'all gon' pop off, so hop off my. What you mean? I said, what you mean? Woo! Listen, I don't trust her. So, no, I said, what you mean? Whoa.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got a team that's been great at defending the pass. The Broncos are top 10 in defending the pass. They'll be going up against the Eagles, who will need to solve that secondary.
Okay, Larry, we are located a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Denver Broncos. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, here's Lynch. Steps away to his left. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he slides to avoid the hit. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
1st down. Here's the run with Anderson. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
From midfield now, here's Lynch. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
All right, now look at 56.
Here's Lynch. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because
touchdown, Philadelphia! A big play there. 80 89 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. They had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, eluding the tackle. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Lynch looking to throw on second. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. It's a pretty good deal.
A fake to Anderson. Now it's Lynch. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Second down now after the incompletion. There as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. And now here's a carry heading left. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
And to give this time to the tailback. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard near the 34-yard line. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It'll be a gain of 4. And it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
The reason that counter or misdirection plays work so well is that usually you've given them a reason to think that everything's going to the direction.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They're going to look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Jamie Collins from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll set up to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he's forced out right. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, and partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Working right, and he is knocked down from the side, right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. And a long way to go. They started that drive at their own 3, and they scored 3 from it.
What an excellent job by an offense that could have very easily just said, okay, let's just take a few plays safe, punt the ball away, and play some defense. Instead, they found a way to attack and put themselves in position to put points on the board.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 2nd down, Lynch. A dump off to Anderson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Let's go!
They'll throw on 1st down with Lynch. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. 20! A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have been fooled.
Flushed out right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Denver right after this. 7 yards to go on 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Off the play fake. Here's Lynch. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
On 3rd down, Lynch. The quick slant caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Set,
Second down, the ball on the 2 here, second and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. C.J. Anderson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And it's 17-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, Top taking it right down Broadway. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Now let's go. Green 39.
On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second down now after the pass completion.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Set. Blue landing. Blue landing.
And he motions the wide receiver.
He's mine.
Looking to throw on second down. Lynch. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Corey Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw here on first down. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back to throw here. Going up top. And it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Lynch. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue, Landon, Leopard.
A final shot before break. Lynch looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
All right, here we go. Blue, Landon.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Here's Lynch to throw. Dancing to his left. The ball comes out, and the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's the backup Bradford. And pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Denver. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut him down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go. Blue, Landon. Blue, Landon.
They'll look to throw here. Looking deep downfield. And he almost almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Now a 2nd down throw for Bradford. His throw incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. A play fake. Bradford. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going down the middle, and it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Hicks coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now Bradford on second down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Brown. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 21-yard line. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The Eagles on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Looking to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. First down, Bradford. And he's going to lose yardage here as they will switch ends as time is run out. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here at 2nd and 12. Now Bradford. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, Bradford. He's going to fire one deep, middle, into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shane Ray. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll set up a throw, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
All right, here we go.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. So the Broncos coming out now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Bradford on first down. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Second down, Bradford. Eluding the pressure right. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Bradford again. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked.